The Fully Geek.
Yes. Welcome everybody to episode 187 of Fully Geek Pod. Shout out to Merv. It's just the two of us this week.
Peace.
Every man just forgot that they had jobs and they've all just we agreed a certain time, no man turned up, so we're gonna roll. We may be joined. We may be joined by Molly Mal. We may not. Who knows? Yeah. But Rich is otherwise occupied and Kel just didn't even bother put his excuses in the group. He just said he's not going. So let's see what's going on. Boy, what's going on?
Man.
Everything's all good?
Yeah, man.
All right, good. Well, we've done podcasts with just the two of us before, so
yeah.
Ain't nothing on.
It's natural, isn't it? It's natural.
It's natural. This time we ain't got Richard soaking or any of those type of things. And I ain't even gonna be one of them spiteful ones where I start saying stuff about them behind their back like they did to me. So let's just keep it moving. Right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's getting cold. I'm having to wear blankets and stuff. And one of the workers at work said to me, it's gonna be almost minus today. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's supposed to be hella cold today. And then I got a message, an alert saying Spain's going to be hitting almost 40. I don't understand. We're not that far away from Spain.
Bro, it looks like we're not that far away from the end of where you get me the way this weather is going on.
Bro, 100%, bro. I had football training today with a little one. About half an hour before football was supposed to be started, I got a message. Due to the continuous rain and weather, football has been cancelled. So I just know what I did. I just took them not to go watch Super Mario World. Super Mario Bros.
Wicked.
We hadn't watched it, so I thought, you know what? Let me just use this time and go and watch it. I think I missed the beginning bit. There's a lot of traffic, but I don't think I missed anything yet, so I'm all right.
Did you like it though?
The kids did. I think it was an ode to all of the. I liked little things. There was things I liked in it. So there was things like the Donkey Kong, like references to the games.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was sick. So like even the bit where he's fighting Donkey Kong, and then like he's going up and down those kind of levels, like what Donkey Kong used to be like. And I rated that. I thought that's sick. So I started going, that's the game, Donkey Kong. Like, okay, cool, Dad. All right, if you say so. And then like I just thought it was sick, like in the sense that it stayed true to a lot of the Super Mario games, like the earlier games. You know what I mean? Like Super Mario Brothers, and it was nice seeing like Blue Shell and all them kind of things, like that stuff, like and obviously they've kind of set up like after the two post credit things, like their has the potential to be a second version, like Mario Bros 2 with Yoshi. Although in there, didn't we see Yoshi's running around?
Yeah, but not the Yoshi that we know, the green one, isn't it? Because there's all different colors apart from green.
But in Super Mario, was it Super Mario 1 on the Super Nintendo? You could go on different color Yoshis.
We're in a Super Mario World, yeah.
Yeah, you used to go on different. You used to be able to go on the crate. You can fly. You used to be able to stick your tongue out and all that stuff. Yeah, that was cool. It was like I said, it was all right. I don't know if it's better than Sonic though.
This is what the thing is, you know how I feel about Sonic already, but
I know you hated Sonic. Or you disliked.
The story, like this Mario was good in it in terms of fans. Like I think it ticked all the boxes of fan service. That's my right. But it ticks all the boxes for some fan service, but the story was kind of whack, man. Like,
it was just like Bowser wants to marry Peach, and then
I thought you had a home run doing it in CGI because you didn't have to rely on any kind of like literally live human beings to just do anything. So you had a home run. You could literally do anything. All you had to do was make a good story. I know it's for kids as well.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be complex, but
it was definitely for
even for a kid's story, I'm just like, and it was quite rushed as well, isn't it? Like I did kind of like the beginning angle that they were just plumbers in New York.
Yeah,
like I like that bit, but and it just went, click your fingers, we're just into it straight away. Right, so hopefully if they do a second one.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't the worst film. I've seen worse, but I like how I am with animations, isn't it? But I mean, like I didn't leave there thinking, wow, that was sick. But
neither did I. I wanted to, but I'm just like, no, I have to be honest, man.
It was just all right. Like, but I think it was done mad numbers anyway, innit?
Yeah.
And it was still do mad numbers because the kids rated it. Like the kids liked it in that sense. You hear me? So like I'm saying to them, this is the bit from Mario Kart, like before they go to Rainbow World and like Rainbow when the Rainbow, and then they're going to kids going, that's the music for Mario Kart. So like for them, it's very relevant to them, if that made sense.
Yeah, for
like,
real.
Yeah, I think if I put on was it 93 version, the one with what's my man's name? You know, the live action version of Super Mario, the original
Bob Hoskins and
that. Yeah.
Louis, you know.
I don't know if the kids will probably look at me like, what the hell is this, Dad? Like, this is nonsense. But I've expected that film to somehow be a cult classic now, but it isn't.
Oh.
You know that sometimes
the original.
Yeah. You know,
like
sometimes you watch a film, you think it's dead, but you know, in years to come, like you'll still rate. Like I don't know, there'll be something that makes you go, "No, that film's all right." I didn't get it with that.
Yeah, but this, this is one of the ones like let's hope it's just forgotten.
Yeah, but like I said, Super Mario, like shout them out. It was good. I understood that Nintendo. I remember, I think after the first one flopped, Nintendo didn't want to give away any of their kind of characters for films and that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because everyone's saying like they hope that they do like a Zelda movie now. Yeah. And I don't know what they'll do with that, because obviously like Link's silent, isn't it? He's just like silent all the time. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with
and that I think that would be a different one, because like would he be going on like some mad mission? Like I feel like people would take it too far and make it epic, like some Lord of the Rings or one of them kind of them big missions that you're going through worlds and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're right though. It is doing good in the box office. Close to it's close to $1 billion almost.
That's what I'm saying. You can't
globally, isn't it? Like $871.
Yeah, like, can't complain at all.
Yeah, 871 million. Sorry.
Yeah, can't complain at all, man. But yeah, no, that was definitely good. I'm looking forward to be going to cinema again soon, but I ain't really seen nothing major. I know that we've got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out.
Yeah.
I think Fast, whatever stupid.
Fast X, yeah.
The thing about Fast is I ain't watched a lot of them yet, like recently. But I think because it's got Momoa in it, Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Momoa. Look at me, Momoa, you know, Momoa. Yeah, Jason Momoa. I feel like I want to watch it just because he's in it now.
Yeah.
But I feel that's how they got me with The Rock, and that's how they got me with, you know, like
Yeah, true. They put one person that's like, no, I've got to see this now that they've come in.
Yeah. But I'm hoping this is the last one, though, isn't it?
No, I think they got one more afterwards, at least.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not, I don't want to watch it now. Do you know, like I thought it was going to be the last one? I'll go watch it because it's the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I still got one more, I think, same director. But yeah, like I feel like most of the films that came out like in the last couple of weeks, handful of films that were just coming out. I know they've got the Evil Dead coming out, that one. I don't know if I think that's already out, but I'll lie to you, I'm not going to watch it by myself, bro.
Fair enough.
Watch it somebody did. Yeah, I like my horror, but I remember the last time I watched the Evil Dead, I was with Dan and Rich that time, and we were still shocked, bro.
The thing is, I don't mind the horrors thing. Is where certain times it's like the zombie things or like things that like they're not real. I don't know, man. I just get a little bit like, no, I don't watch it.
Oh, that film does stuff to you, man, but it doesn't feel right.
Oh yeah, Evil Dead Rise is out. Evil Dead Rise is out.
Yeah.
There's another film that's called Renfield. I don't know what that's.
That's basically about Dracula's. You know, like Dracula has a servant in it. Yeah. He turns like a human servant into like basically to look after him. So like Renfield, what's his name? Nicholas Hoult plays his character. Like Nicolas Cage's.
Yeah, the vampire thing. Yeah.
But it looks mad. Like I probably want to see it, but I don't know if I'd actually rush to the cinema to go and see it.
Yeah, I want to watch. There's one I just seen called Missing. I did want to watch that one. I might go watch that tomorrow. To be fair, if we're not gonna be doing pod. Missing. It's got what is her name? I can't remember, but that one looks good. That one definitely looked good. Like I'd Google that one. Missing's good. It looks good.
Oh, it's got the girl that was in Wheel of Time? Not Wheel of Time.
Yes, that same one that I'm thinking of.
But Wheel of Time? That's what it's called. Yeah, Wheel of Time, and she was in The Last of Us, isn't it? That.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I definitely want to watch that one. Yeah, that's
it. Storm Reid.
Storm Reed,
Yeah.
that's the one. Yeah. So that's what I want to watch. Look at me, not Googling today, so I don't even know people's names. But yeah, there's been a lot going on recently. Some not so fun. Some people probably don't care. But for those that don't know, the British Deputy Prime Minister, Dominic Raab, he resigned last week. I think basically he resigned to Rishi Sunak because he got done, well, he was accused of being bullied, like a bully and a bully.
Yeah.
And obviously in this day and age, you can't do anything. So he's resigned. And I think they've got someone new in place already.
Yeah, they did. I can't remember the person was, but they announced it pretty quick, though, isn't it?
Yeah, swift. But I'm not really sure because I was thinking to myself, it's not a general election this year. I think it's a local election. But yes, the Prime Minister's in. It doesn't really make a difference. They'll just keep on swapping and changing as they see fit, to be honest. But it doesn't look good for Rishi Sunak because there's been so many members of the party that have had to be resigned or have had to be sacked. It's a lot. British politics just looks a mess. It just looks a bit of a mess.
Do you know, sometimes I forget he's Prime Minister, you know. I feel like he's not in the limelight as much as the others were.
Yeah, no.
Even when I do see him, I think, oh yeah, you're a Prime Minister. It just I don't know, unless he's just really busy just doing work in the background, which but yeah, it's just like it just doesn't stick out like the rest of them.
I think when we're so used to Boris, and Boris always been at the forefront of everything, and like,
for real,
he can't have a week without him being on a news article. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. Rishi's just fall back. Let's just do policies. And,
it's true. Yeah, probably a good thing. He's just probably thinking, I don't want to be known with these prime ministers.
Yeah, you can't be out there, man. You can't be outside. But which brings me to Dianne Abbott, Labour MP for Hackney. She made a response to a letter. I think the letter might have been in the Telegraph.
Yeah, I think
it was Telegraph. And basically, they had said that I think Reader had said that like white people such as like Jews, Irish, and travellers have never experienced racism. So it's not always just against people of colour or whatever. And then I think Dianne kind of made a comment that said that no, they can receive prejudice, like being prejudiced, but they don't have to live this every day of their life kind of thing. Which at some point, people thought, okay, cool, it was whatever. But again, now they've got her for being anti-Semitic. So they have not frozen her membership to a party, but they've kind of relieved her of her duties at the moment while they're doing the investigation.
Yeah. Didn't they say that she's suspended?
Yeah, they suspended her.
Yeah,
they suspended her, which is mad. Like but I don't know. Again, Diane's a big woman now, man. Like Diane's like 70. I don't think she's gonna want to 69. I don't know if she's gonna want to go again anyway. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Yeah. But it really is meaning that you really can't. You've got to be very careful about what you say about anything now.
No, for real. And yeah, the whole conversation around racism, man, it's deep because obviously we don't want to like. I know for like obviously black people, it's not a situation where like all lives matter sort of thing. But I guess when you think about like we're going through what we go through, but then again, what do we know about any other people that struggled? I mean,
100%, and I think from what I interpreted it was, I think she wasn't trying to say they've never experienced it. You know, like she was just saying, yeah, but I don't know, not we've experienced it more or it's more apparent. Because obviously there were some things that we can't hide from.
Yeah.
Like you can, on the phone, you can be somebody, they won't know who you are. Like, and if you have a quote unquote British sounding name, they really don't know who you are.
Yeah.
But you slap on a traditional surname or any of that, or dare I say traditional first name, that obviously they start saying, okay, they can make judgments of you before they even know you.
Exactly.
And I guess for the random normal name, you like an Irish name or Jewish name, they might not be able to make those same kind of judgments.
Yeah. And yeah, I suppose everything is about assumption, isn't it? Really, I think that's where we need to be careful. Like, yeah, we might have our is it prejudice? Not prejudice, but like preconceived.
Yeah, we definitely have our preconceived ideas.
Yeah, and some probably underlying prejudice because that's the culture of of society we live in, isn't it? It's like,
and I also think that's what you call it though. You see, that's the only way we're gonna know though, isn't it? We're only ever gonna know, like that comes from a place of knowledge, or we don't know something. So for us to know that, we have to learn about it. So it's about education. For somebody to be able to make a comment like that, they then have to be educated and to say, okay, well, look, this is why X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Not chastised for it, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's true.
And that's my thing. I just think for all of us, it's education, isn't it? There are a lot of things that, and I even looked at films. I relate this to films. So the other day I came in, and American Pie Wedding was on.
Yeah.
And I watched like about 25 minutes. And I sat there and I said, oh, this could never get made today.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but it's a film that realistically, it's not a harmful film.
No.
Yeah, it's just like when we were growing up, it's just bants. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah,
you couldn't make that.
It was a film for the times as well, and like times are constantly evolving, man. Things change constantly every year, if anything.
Yeah, I even look. Could you make White Chicks again?
Probably not.
You'd never be able to make White Chicks. Like, obviously, we knew that the Wayans brothers were not small, petite white girls. They're big black men, in it. Like, that was part of the whole comedy. Was that you could see that they were like, even when you looked at the girls like afterwards when they were all there, you could see, come on, there was no way that your Bridgins thought that this was you. But again, you can't, those things again couldn't happen today, man. But yeah, so it's very interesting. And have you seen the whole rigmarole of what's been going on Twitter?
I've heard about I saw someone that used to go to my school, like he had like a blue tick and apparently it was removed. That's all I saw. I think, what's going on now? Like,
so like everyone on Twitter used to have blue ticks. Like they used to be able to authentic, like see that. So for example, we could have Fully Geek Pod. We can say that with a podcast, they could do the checks, whatever, and we would be assigned a blue tick, which meant that anything that was said was generally from us. Yeah, and it was good for certain businesses or people in the limelight, celebs, whatever it was. Yeah, because you knew that, for example, if I made a statement and it's from my Twitter, it's me that made the statement.
Yeah.
Or on behalf of me. Well, then basically they took the blue ticks away. Yeah. And you had to verify it by like putting a mobile number or a number on it.
Yeah.
And then you also had to pay like some form of payment. Yeah. For you to be able to have the blue tick. So now if a man has a blue tick, it means he paid for it.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, innit? Like if it benefits you like that. But then basically Elon Musk or whoever, Twitter, they realized that loads of celebs and that weren't turning around and paying for their blue ticks. So there's loads of people started getting blue ticks again. And Elon Musk apparently has tweeted, said that, oh, some people have got blue ticks again because we've covered the costs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like, but right now it looks like if you've got a blue tick, you paid for it. But obviously, like for him to have some kind of merit for his thing, and they're saying, okay, look, he's paid for some of them. But what they said is they originally said that it was basically to stop fake accounts and the spreading of misinformation. But yeah, I'm not paying. It's $8 a month.
But
$8 a month.
That's like a streaming subscription, man.
Yeah,
even more than that. Well, yeah, maybe when it converts to pound.
$8 a month. I have no idea what that means. Like, what is it like? What does it do for you? Like, if we get it, people are just going to think that we paid for it.
You know what? Just like anything, man, it's just another way of making money, isn't it?
100%.
Like, if there's a thing, okay, actually, yeah, people want to use our platform, and like people, obviously, like the people that properly use social media properly, like whether you're a celebrity or just the average person, when you use that platform properly, and in fact, you probably don't become average anymore if it's successful. Like, you know what? You want to get famous and popular at my thing, pay me for it, isn't it? It's almost like some sort of tax.
It's weird. I don't know, just especially because some of these social medias are all free, innit?
Yeah.
And I guess they make their money from advertising or what have you.
Yeah.
So it's just weird that Elon Musk decided to go down that way. But it's not my platform. You know what I mean? Do what you want, innit?
Yeah. Speaking of which, just quickly about just money as well. Like Netflix are. Did you hear about Netflix? Like they're stopping their sort of physical media now. Because remember they used to be Love Film.
Yes.
Like it used to, yeah. I think they're stopping that month or very soon on it.
But the maddest thing is, I didn't even know they still did that.
Yeah, neither did I, but they're still doing it. I think also as well, you know, like the password sharing.
Yeah.
They're looking to like, because I think they started in other countries like Canada and other places in the world. Now they're going to do it globally between April and June. So like the password sharing thing, like you're not allowed to do that anymore, innit?
But my thing is, like, I haven't necessarily password shared on my Netflix, but my Netflix is signed in multiple places.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's just one of them ones like you just go there and sign in and
so like
have it, innit?
Yeah, but even like people have it. So for example, like I have it at home.
Yeah.
I have it on my work machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I might have it at my mother-in-law's, all those kind of places, they're just there, innit? On the kids' computers. The kids all have the Netflix. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones, like they just have it.
I'm curious to know how it's gonna work though.
That's my thing, is like, is it going to be that you can't have so many people watching it at one time? Or how are you going to tell me that they're both not my Netflix accounts? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do like it sort of based on IP address or location, or they might do like a Sky Go where, you know, like Sky Go, you only got limited devices. But I wonder if they're going to do it like that.
Because I originally thought that, because Netflix originally, this was years ago. So like my dad had my Netflix account, my aunt had my Netflix account. No, was it my Netflix? Yes, they did. And then one day I tried to log on to watch, I think it must have been Power at the time or something like that. Yeah. You know when Power used to come on every Sunday? Yeah. So I've gone to log on and it said you've reached the maximum amount of devices. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And basically, because they were both watching the Netflix at the same time, innit? Yeah. So then they said to me I had to pay a little bit more for my Netflix account.
Yeah.
So I could get on 4 devices.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, because ultimately I can't tell adults they got to come off the TV, come off and stop watching TV.
Like, for goodness sake.
Like, although I'm paying for it, I wanted to cuss in it, but it's like, all right, cool, they're big people, they have to just allow it. So that's my thing, is unless they're saying that there's only so many devices that can watch Netflix at the same time, I don't know how they're going to do it.
It's true, yeah. I'm curious, man, because it's like they're ready to go now, basically. So they must have sorted out all the logistics of it.
I know. I have noticed on most of the platforms now, they do this thing where you know when you try to sign in before you just put your password in, it goes. They're like, no, you now need to scan it with your phone. So you scan it with your phone and then you press the button or whatever. And obviously, obviously, because it's now like, for example, even on Apple TV, I did it on my Sky.
Yeah.
Like you sign in, you do the QR code, and then because it's obviously registered to your account, it counts on your phone, it then authorizes it, and then it plays. So I don't know if they're going to do something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting. But I also, oh my gosh, I just wanted to give you a shout out. Your team got promoted to the National Football League.
Come on.
Yeah. I know you didn't watch the game, but like, what did it make you feel like, bro?
You know what? I didn't watch. Obviously, I didn't know it was on at all. It just came up on my phone. I was like, and because I watched the whole series, and Welcome to Wrexham. It's like the minute I see the word Wrexham, I'm like, what's happening in it? And like, I see promoted to thing. I thought, well done, man. Well done. Well deserved.
They spent a lot of money, but they got promoted, man.
Yeah, the journey was a tough one. Man.
Yeah, it's very, to be honest, it's very hard to get out of that league because only one team gets promoted automatically, and then one team has to go through the playoffs. So literally 2 teams go up from into the Football League, wherein between all the other leagues, there's usually about 3 or 4, especially those leagues, it's about 3 or 4 teams that get promoted and relegated. So basically, once you're up into that National League, you're okay, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get relegated. So for example, when my brother played for a screen, they got promoted, and then they've been in the Football League for the past, say, 6-7 years. And they've gone up. They've gone up a couple of divisions, but this season they're doing dead, so they're going to get relegated.
Yeah.
But you can go between the actual league teams and never have to go back.
Okay, I get you.
So Wrexham, I think Wrexham got automatic promotion, and I think Notts County is in the playoffs, so hopefully they'll be the other team that goes up because they're very good as well.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. Like obviously, like Ryan Reynolds and I can't remember the other guy now. I know his name's Rob. I can't remember his surname, but yeah, good investment, boy. Like, I thought I was worried that kind of like, I hope he's just not doing this for the show and got a little money from DisneyPlus and whatever, and then it's like, was off just go and do their thing. But no, they're proper like committed to it.
Yeah, shout out Wrexham. No, that's good. I think it'd be good, man. They're Welsh team as well, so hopefully let's see if they can climb up a little bit further, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Your other team, Spurs, they held a beating. Yeah, they held a beating over the weekend. They got sixed up by Newcastle, bro. Sixed up. 22 minutes, bro. 22 minutes, they conceded 5.
See, when I start seeing scores like that, especially with big teams like that, I'm like, is there any point even finishing the game? Like, I have to just be responsible and go off from.
That's what I said. For me, I almost feel like if you played on FIFA, and a man's 5-0 up in them kind of times, you just put the control pad down. You say, well, safe, innit? Like, safe. And that's what I thought. I saw on video this man, they were getting up after 22 minutes. That's why he's going home. But you got to imagine, if he's from London, if he's from London, he might be from up north or something. So it might not be that big a deal. But if he's from London, to have travelled over 5 hours to get to Newcastle, to watch the game, to leave after 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's long. And when did they play Sunday?
They played Sunday, They played Sunday.
Yeah, and imagine it's like all night as well, so they can't even just be like, oh, you know what, I'm in Newcastle.
I'm gonna drown my sorrows. No, he's not going tut-tut. He's not going tut-tut. He's not hitting the strip. He's not going to Geordie Shores. He's not doing any of it. Not that I've ever done them things. I just put it out there. I mean, those are the things. Oh, look, Marlon's coming in. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so I wouldn't do those things. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah. Six
are the best, man. 6 are the best. Arsenal, at the moment, everyone's thinking Arsenal a bit of a bottle job. Evening, sir. I don't think we're a bottle job. However the cards lay, that's how it lays. Man City are looking unstoppable at the moment, though. They're looking unstoppable, and we are playing on Wednesday. So this week I'm smiling. Next week I may not be, but let's see how it goes. And shout out to the Arsenal FA Youth Cup team, because they're having the FA Youth Cup final tomorrow against West Ham, and that's why we couldn't record normally on a normal day. Yeah. Shout out also to Hashtag United. They got promoted. Shout out PK. Shout out Teniola Time. The man them. Well done. Congratulations. I feel bad because Richard and Kel would have really loved this bit, but there was a bit of back and forth over the weekend with Konan and Wiley.
Yeah, what's happening in that? Because I saw headlines, but obviously, I know he's going to talk about it. So let us know, man.
So basically, Wiley has been known to just talk was when he wants to talk was kind of thing, yeah. So Wiley's been talking was of like Krept and Konan and all the rest of it, like from time, or just little things, or maybe he doesn't even talk was, he just says things, yeah. Konan took umbrage to this, innit? So umbrage must have seen Wiley out on road, and he's allegedly tried to G-check him.
Yeah.
But I think that in his purest sense is whatever. Although Wiley's a big man, like that's his purest sense, whatever. But he then went to Twitter, or he then went to social media and started doing like, yeah, I see Wiley. Wiley didn't want to say nothing, all that kind of stuff. Started talking bare mad talk. Yeah. So then Wiley then responds, as Wiley does in the video. He's like, captured. I didn't feel captured. Like, you didn't capture me. Like, if you want to talk to me, we could have went outside. You didn't want to go outside. Like, you know, like one of those, but it's Wiley, innit?
Yeah.
And then Krept then responded again. I said, right, these men are really going back and forth on the social media thing, yeah? And then he sent his 2 pence worth, but then Wiley didn't respond at that point. But then today he came out and Krept. He said, Fix blessed, like, you get me, as a misunderstanding. Man shouldn't have really come out on the social media thing, you get me? I got drawn out. I should have just dealt with it how I needed to deal with it. I didn't need to be out there. Shout out the Godfather, like not shout out the Godfather, but shout out Wiley kind of thing. You get me? So whatever I guess happened is now been blessed.
That's quick beef, boy.
Yeah, no, but the way they were talking, it was like it weren't going to be beef in the music. So I think it's better that it's just blessed, and I think you need to show the youth them like we can talk and we can pacify certain things and keep it moving.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But before we get into TV and film, I do want to do a little RIP. RIP to Dame Edna, aka Barry Humphries. It probably should have been the other way around, to be honest. Barry Humphries, the actual name, not Dame Edna. But we all knew him as Dame Edna.
Yeah.
And it sounds mad. I thought he had gone a little while ago. I thought he'd hit the stairs a long time ago. I didn't even know they were still alive.
I didn't think so. I just, it's because it's just didn't hear from him, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. You don't hear
but,
from him. It's out of sight, out of mind. I just thought,
yeah,
they're not around. And I did not realize that Dame Edna was Barry Humphries when Barry Humphries did that thing on GMTV or whatever, not GMTV.
But this morning with Dermot and Allison,
yeah. I genuinely thought that person was being real, bruv.
Yeah, and it didn't even because that's what I'm saying. When I saw the clip of it, I'm like, no way that was you all that time, innit? Because obviously we just. But to be fair, I don't even think I've seen Dame Edna as the real person.
I think, and Marlon, correct me if I'm wrong. When Dame Edna used to come on, was there bits where she was Dame Edna and the same guy in the same program, or have I mixed two programs up?
I can't remember. I kind of remember seeing them as two characters, but I can't remember if it was.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about me that says I think there was two characters, but I definitely didn't. I didn't realize they were the same people.
And I think it's one of the ones, if you know, innit? Because obviously we were kids, innit? So we're like, obviously you kind of knew that, well, at some point I'm thinking, woman, but then again, I would never think that his actual real person was. Right.
No, he was definitely he was sick, man. And also, Len Goodman passed away today. The one from Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah,
man. So I just wanted to 7.
Yes.
That was his little thing, boy. He love saying 7, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so man. RIP them two, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, cool. Is there anything else been going on before we hit the TV shows?
Much. I know CinemaCon is on, I think, in Las Vegas. So they're gonna probably announce all these things coming from different studios to present to cinema.
Okay.
And he's got their up DC, like Warner Brothers and stuff, Paramount. So it's interesting to see what's happening in a couple of days. I know they get a special screening of The Flash tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna stay away from those reviews, man. Those early reviews. Well, I don't watch reviews before I see the film anyway. But yeah, people that are gonna whoever gets to be in that room, they're gonna see the whole film.
Oh, we need to be getting some invites to these things.
Oh, I know, man. You can imagine, just go that will be buzzing, man. If that happened.
I need to know how to hit these things up. They need to be hitting up the marketing team of us and saying, if you don't want to come do this, whatever.
Yeah, some representation
for real, bro. No, that's sick though. That's sick. I'd love to go see one of them shows. Well, yeah, it is Warner Brothers special screen of The Flash. That's going to be one of them ones when you go O2 to go watch a comedy show and everyone has to put their mobile phone in that bag, that Ziploc bag.
Straight, bro. Straight.
There'll be. It's like when I went to watch Air, we had a security guard in the cinema.
Yeah.
And he was walking up and down, making sure that no one was doing pirates and that in it. But yeah, okay, that's cool. That's it. All right. Well, Rich is not here, so we're not going to have a monologue this week. Said the crowd. Said the crowd. It wasn't said by me. It was said by the crowd. All right. But let's get into some Power. So we had Power Book 2, Season 3, Episode 6. Rich did say that he didn't like this episode. And I told him, I think it's because he got too excited from last week. There was too much that happened last week.
Yeah.
And it has to be a come down. You eat all that sugar, there has to be a...
I know, and it's only episode 6, so it's a little bit of a calm after the midway.
Do you know what it is? I really, really do like Tariq here, and I feel for him.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Tariq is just trying to get out of this game. He's trying to help everyone he wants to help. I think now he just wants to be with his family. But but obviously he's still Ghost, isn't it? So he will still do fuckeries.
Yeah.
But if imagine your best friends, or the two people that you've now come to almost class as family, they did you dirty.
We're talking about Effie and Braden.
Yeah, Effie and Braden. So he kind of had to just almost de-link them.
Yeah. It was cold though, man. Straight onto Diana, and we just immediately I was thinking something's gonna happen immediately. They're not even giving it to the next episode. It's straight away. It's like, yeah, Effie out. Like someone always has to replace them. Like whether it's Lauren, Diana, Effie,
Yeah,
he's still in that love triangle.
Yeah, he was straight on rebound though. Do you get me? He was straight on
Yeah.
rebound. And the thing about it was, her boyfriend is an idiot.
Oh, what's her name? Diana's boyfriend.
Diana's boyfriend's an idiot. Like,
Bro, he's cheeky, you know.
You known her for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean about your family. You got to start. What are you talking about? You don't know anyone from nowhere.
There's something about him that's shady. Like I don't know if he's like some sort of undercover gangster or something that's infiltrate the family.
Possibly.
Or if he's literally just an arsehole, bro. Like I don't know. Like, but I don't like him. It's like, where did you come from?
He's a swami.
Yeah.
He's swami, man. He's definitely swami.
But I was taken back at that opening sex scene because I thought it was just gonna be some random girl. Like, okay, here we go. Like maybe one of the main guys that are doing this thing, and it's like, wait, Diane, is that you? I was like, no. Like I felt it felt wrong to me, innit? Like,
this is the issue with like power. Like they are all adults in it, but they're all young adults. So really, you don't really want to be seeing any of them get down.
Oh no.
Like, because do you get me? You like you're the youngest one in the family. Like you've been on this series for about 3 years. We've watched you grow. Like we understand that you're an adult now, but really, we still remember you as the cute little one.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't be sexing no one.
Maybe we're just getting old, man. We have to start dealing with this now.
Bro, I don't want. Anyway, let's not think about it. But yes, that is. I'm also. Do you know who else I'm actually starting to like now?
Kane. Are you gonna say? I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm starting to like Kane as well. You know, I feel like I've got a lot of time for his character. He's not like the others. You know, like his brother's rash. His brother just started a war for no reason.
Yeah, and he just started smiling after. Like, bro, that was the most how could I put it? Uncaring funeral I've ever seen, you know. Like, I just thought we're supposed to feel for this person that's just gone in it. Like, this is their dad and all that stuff. And it was just like, yeah, they get you out, they drop the coffin, and it's just arguing. It's like, that's it. Yeah, Lorenzo's he's just out of the picture now, man.
Right, can we also take a time? Yeah. All right. So, Marlo, I know you don't watch Power, but I want you to imagine this. Yeah. So, the dad, Lorenzo's it's his funeral. Yeah. He's been in and out of prison. He seemed to be like a big gangster. Yeah. Now, obviously, in the show towards the end, he's not because they just buoyed him off. But he's a gangster. Yeah. In this funeral, you have FBI agents. Yeah. Yeah, you have them in the funeral. Yeah, they're sitting there watching what's going on. Yeah, then you have the Russians. Is it Russians?
Yeah, it's Russians.
Just come outside when you're taking the coffin out and do shootout. I'm talking shootout. So you end up dropping the coffin. You're standing behind cars firing back, and at no point have the FBI agents, the CIA agents, anybody said anything. Like you're having a full out shootout outside, bro. No police.
Do you know? I thought he was going to mention one of the gangsters. I don't know that was trying to move to Monet in the wake bit. Like, yeah. If you need taken care of, I'm like, like,
bro. Imagine that your boyfriend or your husband is not even in the ground. Man are moving to you. At your husband's funeral.
In front of the sons as well, that will clearly take you out quite easily, like in their grief. Do you know what I mean?
They were moving mad. They were moving mad.
I had to start laughing because I thought, who's writing this, man?
Yeah, they were moving mad.
It's mad though, because that kind of stuff actually happens in the States.
They're moving to it.
No, like I've seen stories where like gangs, like rival gangs, been like they've had funerals, and then the rival gang will come in and literally take the body out, run out with it somewhere. Like it's madness. Like no thought for the family. So yeah, that doesn't even surprise me that 50 Cent.
Well, I suppose that's when people are at their most vulnerable, isn't it? So it's like now's the time to attack it.
Yeah,
literally run in the church, take the coffin, run out, take it somewhere, defile the body or whatever they're doing. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, man. So, I remember there was I don't know if this couple of months ago. I think it was early this year, maybe, to be fair. There was that shooting at that funeral, like near Camden.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so it was like a proper one, like near Camden, King's Cross. they had like a proper shootout outside the funeral. I think they've eventually arrested the guys or whatever, but it's all mad. It's all mad. But do you think Effie's gonna get together with
Kane?
Yeah,
something's like, I think something's been brewing up there for a while now. Like just attention, man. Like they had something. I can't really see it, but I suppose I'll make it happen.
But I think Monet may have to go this week. In this season, you know.
Really? You think she?
I love Mary J. Blige. You know, I love Mary J. Blige. But the fact that her kids are gonna find out that she was part of this, they would never forgive her.
Yeah,
they will never forgive her.
But what's it? But Kane knows no. He doesn't.
Kane knows everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Kane don't care. It's the other two.
Yeah.
And I also think Kiki's a little bit rude. Like she's a bit feisty. Like Kiki. But when she's saying, "Oh, we can clean the drug money, but I want to cut."
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know, when do these people think they're not messing with gangsters?
Yeah, because you don't respect Braden, innit?
No, she doesn't respect Braden.
He's a bit of the clown, innit?
She does respect Braden. But I think that's why. Do you see when I think Tariq is really clever? Because I think Tariq got them to follow him,
yeah,
so that he could get the grandma out of town.
Yeah, for real. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I think he did it on purpose so that the grandma, he was never going to go with the grandma, but the grandma can now go to the mum and the daughter.
Yeah. Speaking of Braden, though, I think because he was that was talking to him, like basically kind of saying, "Look, people are taking you for an idiot, innit? And you got to like step up." And I think it's probably, I predict that he might turn against Tariq, you know, and Tariq might end up killing him or something. But not by like choice, but just by, I don't know. I'm probably thinking of a wild scenario there, but
I hope not.
Someone's going to get into Braden's head, and he's going to do something out of his comfort zone, and it would be his demise, isn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly, and also Dianne, guys. Sorry, you see when Dianne she did the drug drop,
yeah,
and the camera caught her,
bro.
You can't look up. That wasn't a small camera. That wasn't a hidden camera. That was like a hello. You're in Westfield, and this camera's there for everyone's security. Yeah, so I think she's not serious, but I don't know. We'll see. We've got another 4 episodes. We'll see what's going on with that.
Yeah.
All right. This week or last week, sorry, we spoke about.
Sorry, Nick. How many seasons deep is Power and is it BMF?
No, so
BFF. Money plus BFM.
Yeah, so the original Power had 6 seasons. Power Book 2, which is the one with Tariq, it's on its 3rd season. You've got Power Book 3, which is Raising Kanan, has 2 seasons. And then Power Book 4, which is Tommy's one.
Yeah,
Force, which has got 1 season. And BMF has 2 seasons.
I was considering maybe 7, but
No, but the thing is, like, for example, if you to watch Power Book 2, for example, you don't have to watch all the others. It helps to watch all of them, just so you can understand the universe. But like Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is like a prequel, so you don't have to even watch that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And watching the original Power kind of just sets you off because you find out who some of the characters are.
Yeah.
Like, you know who Tariq is, you know who what's my man's name? The
Sax.
Not Sax. You know who Sax is. You'll know who Omar is. Is it Omar? You know, I'm talking about the politician.
Oh,
the politician.
Yeah. Councilman Tate.
Yeah. Councilman Tate. So those kind of things. But it's I don't know. Like I went back and watched the whole of Mandalorian, so anything is worth watching. Do you know what I mean?
But what 7 episodes a season? It's not.
I think
not too hard.
Yeah, I think there's about 10 episodes a season, give or take. Between 8 and 10.
Well, for Powers is always 10, man. I think.
Yes, 10.
Yeah.
And I think they're quite quick. If you watch them back to back, they're quite quick.
Yeah, I might start it because
I think if you
silent
like
every
it
week.
and you start enjoying it, you're probably just bound to just binge it. But
Yeah.
this shit ain't from me.
It's old. It's you know, like it's trash TV in it. That gangster stuff. It's, do you know what I mean, it's not real, but it's funny. It's banterous. Yeah. We had Obsession that came out on Netflix, which is a 4-part series starring Charlie Murphy, Richard Armitage, which was a weird one. It was a weird series, 4 episodes. Without ruining too much, you have a normal family. He's a doctor. He's a renowned surgeon.
They ain't normal that house.
Yeah, well, he's a renowned surgeon. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I think the only time you ever see him do surgery is like he separates some conjoining twins.
Yeah.
And they both live. But looks like he has a loving wife, loving house. He has a son, and the son gets a new girlfriend. And then he wants to introduce the new girlfriend to the family or what have you. But somehow the girlfriend meets the dad and they look at each other lustfully, and then before you know it, all hell breaks loose. And I will just say this, and I'm going to go on record and say it: the dad is a wrong'un.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can understand it a fair bit. Obviously, that's the whole premise of it. And it's like, all right, yeah, it's your son, whatever, like, but the rest of it, like you're talking about, yeah, it's a weird, really strange behavior.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Did you watch him, Marlon? Okay. It was it was weird, man. Like, I just felt like you can't, obviously affair is affair, man is man, woman is woman, whatever. But you can't covet something that, you know, like there was no need for him to be moving like that around the woman.
Yeah.
For him to have traveled to France, knowing that she's gone away with your son, yeah? If you just turn up at the yard, like, you're moving mad.
Yeah. It was weird. It was weird. I mean, obviously, them two, Charlie Murphy and Richard Armitage, are the main characters, isn't it? But they were just so like self-centered.
Yeah,
I thought I didn't like any of them. Like they just felt like really, yeah, it's just about us and no one else matters. Like in the most worst times, no one else matters in the show, sort of thing.
And it's like they had a little, like, because they're doing their thing, they had a little kind of bondage thing, like,
yeah,
man likes to tie her up and all these things. Maybe he doesn't do this with his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, so I hear it, like you're scratching the itch that hasn't been scratched before.
Yeah.
But he was moving mental. He was moving like he can have his wife, have her, but the son can't have nothing.
I don't know, like,
you're like what? Yeah. What? Tell me something that he doesn't know. What? Like, who does that? You've got.
And the thing is, to be fair, he could have gotten away with a lot of stuff in it if you just followed the rules that she set out. Like, look, don't come when I ask you to, not in a sexual way, like literally show up, like when I text you, whatever. It would just be like, nah, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and then look what happens, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but
he was. It's weird, you know, because I would have thought that it would have been a woman that was
obsessed.
But it's interesting the way they've done it. Like, hey, this is where it's going.
Yeah, he was fully obsessed with her. He's fully obsessed, and I thought it was just a random thing. Like, the wife, she's all right. She wanted to do stuff with him. It's not that the wife was trying to like withhold certain things. Like, the wife was fully on trying to enjoy life.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's true. She weren't out of order to her or nothing. She was just cool, wasn't it? Cool wife, like done nothing wrong. But it's weird though, like what you mentioned about him, he's being a renowned surgeon. It's like, yeah, that was it. It's like literally you've done that, and there was no surgeonist things going on, like which kind of just didn't do anything for his character.
Yeah, he didn't go back to work. He didn't, you know, like it became his life, and maybe that's just the way that they've made the show. But I would have liked to him to think like, actually, there are times where you've got to say to my girl, look, I can't be with you around today. I've actually got a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, can we just pick up on the fact that Merv said, you know, I forgot. Never mind.
Surgeonist.
Surgeonist.
I made it up, man. I made it up. You know, just for today. I didn't think anyone would.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's an erotic thriller.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I want to see what it's like on Gogglebox. I want to see that. Like, you know, like there's certain things I'm like, yeah, I need to see how this plays out on Gogglebox.
Yeah, that would be so funny, man.
Because there are definitely certain scenes that it would make you uncomfortable if you're watching it with the family. You know, like if the mum's in the room or like just randomly, you're like, oh damn, like
I saw bare memes about it as well. That's the thing. Like bare memes to say, yeah, don't watch this in front of your mum or parents till it's awkward.
yeah, it's one of them old school ones.
Like Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, but it's not even like is it as bad as Fatal Attraction? I don't know. Maybe because we was young.
What Fatal Attraction?
Nah, come on, that's Michael Douglas did not muck about.
Over the sofa, on the sofa bit.
Everywhere in the elevator, like everywhere. Like I remember not knowing what was going to happen in the living room with parents.
I need to see that film.
That started happening.
I don't. Yeah, I've not seen that film.
I thought
there would be no.
I think it's one of them timeless kind of classics. Good film. Good film.
The thing is, I don't understand how you man got to watch it anyway at that age.
I couldn't tell you. I remember mom saying turn around, like face the wall.
Did you know? All right, just slightly going off topic. Like, I remember, like, even now, yeah, like if I go to my mum's, yeah, even if I'm watching Power, for example, at my mum's house, she's watching Power, whatever, yeah, and then comes a sex scene, yeah, you're like, oh, for goodness sake, like you now have to pretend you're so not interested. You're like, boy, what's the news like tomorrow? Still, like BBC, bruv, everything. I'm looking at everything but the TV.
When that happens, yeah, my mum will turn around. I'm gone. Get me? A stage exit left, bro.
No, and the worst thing is like where it is like I'll be sitting, the door's clean on the other side of the room. Like I can't even pretend like I'm leaving. So I'm just like start playing games on my phone, just properly not interested.
Bro, I just remember like my brother and me and my cousin was watching Monsters Ball, innit? And but my dad was just present. He was just finished where he just come, he just like joined us watching it in his still whatever. The big game where Halle Berry's having sex with just like and them two, like my cousin, like they're older than me as well. They're proper giggling like little children. And I was like, and my dad was just there seeing his food like, this is I'm gone. It was so awkward.
Nice.
Just busted up, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I think that was a real scene.
Boy.
I think that's why she got her Grammy. What she got for it, I think, because it was a real sex scene. I've watched a documentary where a certain A-list actors say some sex scenes are actual sex scenes.
Really?
Crazy, yeah. If I can find the thing I was years ago, if I can find it, I'll send it to the group.
And I guess
I think that was real. That looked too real to me.
I guess for realism, like someone probably is like, should we just whatever in it?
Yeah, you tell me there's no actors that thought, fuck it, let's just do it, make it real for the film.
What was I watching like? Yeah, no, yeah, it's one of the Israeli film series on Apple that they. It was a series about making a sex film, so like the actors were actually doing it. So yeah, interesting.
I'm them things there for me are funny. Was that Fowler? Was that one?
No,
that's the one on Channel 4, I think that was.
I remember it's on Apple TV. I really can't remember the name, you know. That's it, Losing Alice, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Losing Alice.
Yeah.
Losing Alice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Yeah, I liked it, man.
Okay.
I've liked the actress ever since she played man's mom. Basically.
Oh, so you was watching it for other purposes?
Yeah.
Research purposes. Research purposes.
Whether she met someone, and she was Vanessa in Daredevil, Finn's girlfriend or fiance.
Okay. All right, but yeah, Obsession. Watch it. Let us know what you think. I think it's a bit weird, but yeah, you might like it.
You recommend it, Nick and Mo? It's something because I
don't know if it's your bag, man, but it's very quick, very quick. Like literally, I think the longest episode's 46 minutes. That's the longest.
It won't take long to watch, but you leave it thinking, like even the last episode, everything that happens, you think to yourself like, seriously, and that's what it is. You don't like the main characters, and that's why you're a little bit like, nah, that's long, bruv.
I didn't even realize that Charlie Murphy was in all these other things like Peaky Blinders, Halo as well. Like, yeah, because I don't know if, I recently watched Halo, innit? So that was good, man.
Halo's good, man.
Yeah.
Halo's good.
We're just going back. Sorry, I know we don't like going back, but I just did a little Google search. 75 real sex scenes in movies, 10 movies where the stars actually had sex. I'm telling you, I believe our sister is one of these stars.
maybe they, and that's what it is. You know, like
got rewarded for it as well.
I sure hope they were both single at the time.
What? I don't know. It's work.
It's true, though.
What did you just say at work? Oh boy, do you know what I mean?
you knew the risks.
Yeah, but I got the bag.
You remember that movie where Jada Pinkett had to take Will Smith to a private viewing of the film because of the sex scene in it? Like, it was so erotic or whatever it was. She didn't want him to see it, like, with the main audience. So again, I don't know if that was another real one, but it was I think it was, remember Leon, the actor?
Yeah, which one was
Goodbye.
Which film was?
I think
James Reno.
I want to say the film where the four sisters are robbers. What was that called?
Set Off.
Set Off.
Maybe. I don't even know if they were together.
I don't remember seeing that.
It was maybe it wasn't that film, but it was a film that, anyway, just
did you say the guy from Leon, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, his name's Leon. I think his actual name.
The black guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know one of her earlier roles, which had a sex scene, which when I was younger, I used to get rewound a lot, was the one in Jason's Lyric.
Maybe
in the
that's
field,
what I think. Yeah, is it
in the field? That one got rewound a lot.
Adam Payne, isn't it? That's Jason's Lyric.
Is it? I don't know, bro. I just remember
the one that was in CB4.
Yeah,
not CB4, New Jack City. Sorry,
New Jack City. I just remember it got rewound.
Anyway,
never mind. Let's stop talking about that. Right. All right, we had a season finale of Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mandalorian season 3, episode 8. Thoughts? A lot of stuff happened in this one.
It did, yeah. I liked it for its action and everything. It was. I probably loved the aerial combat with DeLoreans and a saber being used in the air. I've never seen any form of lightsaber or dark saber being used in aerial combat. That was a nice touch. But a lot of people didn't like this finale, man. In fact, a lot of people didn't like the whole season.
A lot of people are saying that really it should have been Bo-Katan featuring the Mandalorian.
Yeah. It's not Star. I don't know what Star Wars is like. They have a habit of just making their main characters sidelines, isn't it? Like,
bro, I think it's so sick. Like it's just their thing, isn't it? It's just like it could be named after you, but at some point you're going to be a background character.
And the thing is, I think the Boba Fett one bothered me because Boba Fett is a character on his own. Like, we've known Boba Fett for years, whereas Din Djarin is like kind of the silent type, really. Do you know what I mean? And he's very minimal dialogue for him himself. Like, to me, it kind of feels like, okay, I'm a bounty hunter that is assisting the main factions, so like whether I have to help the Mandalorians or whether I have to help the Jedi return, Grogu back. Whatever. But he just seems to be, he is kind of a side character in his own story, really.
Yeah, definitely more so in this season.
Yeah,
it's a complete
it's a complete 360
from like how he was from season 1 and 2. Bad man, like, you'd be scared of the Mandalorian now. Like, he's got Grogu saving him. What's her name? Bo-Katan saved him again. Like, go and save your boy. And then, sorry, I don't know if we're here yet, but all the talk, all the seasons leading up to the black saber or the dark saber, and it's just gone.
Just I
don't get it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And yeah, like them Imperial. I think they're Imperial troopers, the ones in red. Look how they just mash up that guy in the previous one. They killed him so easily, and then Grogu's just jumping around and like, seriously, you guys are embarrassing me, man. Like, they couldn't even get him, innit?
Like, if he ran around that like once, okay, cool. But he ran around it like 8 times. Like, it just kept going and going.
Yeah, you think that actually, like,
come on, do something.
And let's take this thing down and just, then just stuff a little critter in it. Like it's bad. Obviously, Din's a father now, isn't it? what's his name? Din Grogu.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So now, do you know what? From that episode now, basically his name's Jarin Din. His name there. I guess his surname just comes first, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because if Grogu's Din Grogu, then
It's like I said, for me, it definitely has changed from season one, where, like I said, first season, he was sick, and it was just about him doing. He didn't care. He was just about the
side missions, isn't it? Yeah,
just about the check. Where now, he probably does care. You did good, kid. Like he's like a dad now. He's a family man.
Yeah,
like he's not on the roads anymore. He's like a family man. He just wants to settle down, do his stuff, come back, watch his standards, and his life is good.
I'll do missions, but like like be specific missions now.
Yeah, and I'm not getting too far. I need to be back in time. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's like. I got to pick him up from back from school. that's the kind of man that he's moving like now.
Man done the Thanos at the end, boy. It's got his little heart. Literally, like just watching, watching a grapefruit universe, bro.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where we're gonna go season 4.
Yeah, because they've already John Favreau has written it already.
So I don't know if it's gonna move on to the other like Mandalorians. Like, do you know what I mean? In that sense, are we gonna stick with this one character?
You know, it's weird. You know, I feel like seeing too many Mandalorians is just it's weird. It's like I preferred it when they were just kind of mysterious and like maybe one or two at a time, because you were just seeing them celebrating. It's like, all right, let's have a drink and soup, and it's just like because you start thinking more about their lives. Like how do they sleep? They just sleep with that helmet on, or like
I don't know. Remember, they all separate.
How do they even kiss each other? Just dum dum. Like it's mad, bro.
How do you breed more Mandalorians?
I mean, that part I can understand, but it's like, do you do it with the helmet on?
It's free buyers, man. Free buyers. How don't it's you?
I will say though, I'm not sure I understand the hype with a certain man and Bo-Katan. That rhymed. Because there's a sister in the show that fights alongside Bo-Katan. That's a lot. For me, that's the one I'm like, you know, there's a certain man, Kel and Merv, not Merv, sorry, Kel and Rich. I think they're feeling Bo-Katan in it. They're like a little crush. But have you seen the sister that's in it? Like,
I think so. Yeah, I heard.
How we skipping past her when? Anyway.
No, you talking about the one that's going to have her own show?
No, you who? That's a Ahsoka.
No, he's talking about both. I remember seeing
There's another Mandalorian, and she was
only she weren't even like, was she part of that crew where she fought that guy? So like, and then he joined her at the end, like that British guy, I think. Because obviously she had a helmet off in it, so one of them ones.
Yeah. So she's one of Yeah,
I noticed that.
I'm saying these men are talking about Bo-Katan and this chick's right next to her. I don't get it, but anyway, you know.
People like what they like.
Yeah, it's right. Beauty's in the eyes.
Of the eyes. But
Beholder.
what's happening with Gideon? Is Gideon dead or is he not dead? And is he
I ain't seen the body, man, so I don't know. He might have used. He doesn't have force power. Yeah, he just screamed. He might have just opened up a hatch and fell through or something. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if we're still alive.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I just feel like, let's see, there must be someone else.
Someone put a meme like, this guy's just always getting blown up in his things, in it. Breaking Bad in it as well.
Yeah. All right, but on a whole, you would recommend Mandalorian to the general public, the general man?
Yeah.
With an emphasis on 1 and 2,
yes,
or like Mandalorian as a whole, emphasis on 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully, season 4 might, pick up a bit more, but I would recommend at least season 1 and 2.
That's the thing. He's a good character, but I think as a series, I think, in fact, if anything that's come out of Star Wars in recent years, he seems to be, the Mandalorian TV show seems to be the most popular thing. So I think people are especially disappointed that the first season wasn't as good. Because when you think about the Mandalorian, I mean, I don't know if he's part of Star Wars canon, to be fair, in the first place, but he's a character that nobody knew, and everyone's kind of thinking, all right, he's a new Boba Fett. Well, we don't need a Boba Fett now. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of these characters that are just completely new to us that worked. Whereas, like, you had the Obi-Wan series that was the letdown. Andor's still good, But I think Andor's just a completely different tone to what we're used to in it. It stopped Star Wars for growing up. But yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. That's Mandalorian. Hopefully, season 4 should be coming out next year. Yeah, I'm assuming next year. I don't think it'll be this year.
No.
Merv, you put something in the group. I thought was a chick flick. I was not going to watch it at all, but it wasn't a chick flick. Or it was a chick flick, and maybe I don't think that's offensive. If it's offensive, I apologize. It was a chick flick for I think probably the first 15 minutes, and then very quickly it became an action film.
Yeah, action, romance, comedy, whatever you want to call it.
And that was Ghosted.
Mm.
Ghosted. That's out on Netflix.
Apple TV.
Apple TV. My bad.
Yeah.
So I'm flopping up the show. It's Monday. I don't like how they. That's not with the programs day on Apple TV.
Yeah. Is that the guy from Captain America?
Yeah, Chris Evans.
Yeah. I will say this. I thought the cameos that came in it was like, right, that's it. That's my man.
Wild, isn't it?
It was wild cameos. It was wild cameos.
Yeah.
And that was almost the best things that happened in the film.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Like it wasn't no groundbreaking. Because I didn't watch any trailers for it. I mean, I might have saw a couple of shots, but I don't want to watch anything. I just want to know what it's about. But I was like, okay, yeah. Because it all happened quite quickly at the beginning, didn't it? And I thought, okay, if it's called Ghosted, yeah, okay.
I felt like this was a modern twist on Mr. and Mrs. Is it Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah. That's kind of show, isn't it?
That's what I feel. I thought it was a modern twist on that.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it's not something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, definitely done this. We've seen this film many times.
Yeah.
So for me, sorry, Matt, go on.
Yeah. No, go on.
I hadn't watched it, but from the trailer, it looked like it was like a role reversal. I don't know.
Yes. That's what it was.
Okay.
It was definitely a role reversal in the sense of he's
the damsel in distress kind of thing.
Yeah, as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, she's the savior
Yeah, she's saving him.
More woke Hollywood.
No, it's totally what Hollywood will always be woke at the moment. But like I said, you get you had Auntie Mackie come in for about 3 minutes. You had Ryan Reynolds come in for a few minutes. Like I just had these random cameos.
And Sebastian Stan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trio are back together, man.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it was a good film. Like when I finished watching it yesterday, Jen came, like like she was like going, and she ended up standing there watching the last 20 minutes, and was like, "Oh, that's a good film." I was like, "That's all right."
Yeah, it wouldn't be one to watch. I wouldn't be in a rush to watch it again.
No, I wouldn't, definitely not. Yeah. And like I said, like me and Merv was talking about before. Anna de Armas has been in 3 films with Chris Evans, which I didn't realize.
Who?
The main main
okay,
character.
yeah.
She's been in a few films with him. I didn't realize until afterwards. Yeah, it was all right. I thought it was Adrian Brody was the
Adrian Brody, yeah,
he was the baddie. I don't know why people use the word like baddie, but he was.
He seems to be like Adrian Brody. What have I seen him in recently that he was not a baddie but just an asshole? That's it. It was one of those Midnight Express films or Midnight. No, was it? It was one of those murder mystery kind of programs. I can't remember which one it was. That's it. See How They Run.
Okay, See How They Run.
Yeah,
okay.
And that had what's her name? Sosha Soros. She was Hannah Bailey. You know the actress that played Hannah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her and Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I said, I think for what it was good. It was good. It was all right for what it was. There's a few things that are coming out that I want to watch or have even come out. There's a new series, I think, on Netflix. While I'm thinking, I'll get up on my thing. There's a new series, The Something. That doesn't help anybody,
Not this, but on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, The Diplomat.
I swear I saw that show up as well. You know.
The Diplomat. I think that's in top 10 at the moment. The
Yeah.
Diplomat. I spoke to you lot about the program with Kiefer Sutherland.
The Rabbit Hole.
Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. I watched the first episode of that today, you know.
It's
I'm
right.
probably intrigued, bro. I'm intrigued.
I think the thing is, I think both of you will like it. I think
I liked
you
it
will
straight
like
away.
it, Marlon, because it's conspiracy theorist times like 100. Yeah. Times 100, yeah. I feel you'll proper like it. And for whatever reason, like I said, Merv, especially because man, you've never watched 24, yeah. This is something.
I haven't either, you know.
You ain't watched 24 ever.
You know, I was thinking
I've
today
actually got the box set and I've just never watched it.
I was thinking, I feel like I've kind of disrespected Kiefer Sutherland, you know.
Yeah, he's a big actor in these kind of things.
Yeah, Designated Survivor, 24.
I've never watched anything that he's been in that's not been good.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah,
all the way back to Lost Boys.
Yeah, that's it. I think Lost Boys. I'm sure I've watched something with him after Lost Boys, but that's the one that's to me.
Yeah, what's that? Is it Sleepers, or that film where like they take turns to kill themselves for an hour or something, and then they come back? Don't know if you've seen that.
No.
They go into this weird, but that's another sick film. I think that's Kiefer Sutherland.
Someone told me about that.
Yeah, I think it's called. I might have the wrong name. I'll look into it and I'll send you a link. Not a link. I'll give you the title. But yeah, he's had some ridiculous movies.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Like I think he's a sick actor, but especially when it comes to these type of shows.
Mirrors, of course. Yeah, Mirrors also.
Yeah, he's fully in his bag when it comes to these shows. Yeah, but like I said, for me, Jack Bauer, bruv, I can watch 24 again. As much as I don't think it's The Wire for me, but I will every so often watch 24 from day 1 to day 8 all over again.
You know what it is with 24? I just found it a bit weird because like the whole season is based on one day in it, obviously 24. Like how can so much happen every hour of your day? Like when you think how many seasons are there, and literally 8 hour of your day is drama. It just didn't sit well with me. That doesn't make sense. Like it's one day that's taken 24 weeks to watch one day, and every day there's a shootout or there's this.
But
every hour.
Yeah, but also, it's not like you're not just watching Jack Bauer for 24 hours. Like you'll be watching Jack Bauer, boop, 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 and then the next 5 minutes, you might be looking at the protagonist, the baddies, they're doing their thing. You get to kind of picture everything together. Like, and then we see Jack Bauer interrogating man, like it's sick. Nice. Because I was scared of 24 because I thought this whole concept is stupid. When it first came out on Sky or whatever, I wasn't on it. It was only afterwards I started watching it. I said, no, this is sick.
Yeah, I might have to go back to that as well.
Yeah, that was sick. Did any of you watch? Did any of you watch Touch? I think that was a series that me and Kel watched. It was It was done by Tim Kring, but it was a Jack Sutherland one, yeah. But it was one of them ones where they only had it for like 2 seasons and it locked off, and I got upset because it wasn't getting the ratings in America, but they locked it off because they weren't getting the ratings.
Okay.
And his son had this special thing. He was like autistic. Yeah, like he had like some not special powers, but he could do certain things.
I remember. I didn't see it, but I remember it coming on. So yeah. But just as I'm looking at his IMDb, I've seen quite a few of his things. You know, still, I forgot that he was the voice in Phone Booth as well. The one with Colin Farrell.
Phone Booth was a big film.
That film was.
But I didn't know he was British.
Yeah,
Keep suffering.
Yeah, he says he's British.
He's British Canadian. I think his dad is proper Canadian, but he was born here.
Oh.
And then he went.
The name Sutherland. That's a very sir.
And then he went back to America or Canada, whatever it is. His dad is. Hold on, who is his dad?
Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. Yeah.
But I was shocked when I found that out. I fully found that out in full adulthood. You know, like, do you know what I mean? I was like, no, like, yes, of course, they got the same surname, duh. Like, and yeah, they even look like each other to some degree. So
they do kind of as he's getting older as well. Keep up.
Yeah.
It's called Flatliners, by the way.
Flatliners.
Yeah, watch it, boys.
All right, Flatliners.
So they're medical students. There's like maybe
I'm sure I've seen it.
8 of them.
I have seen it.
He does this experiment. Yeah.
They have to go down. They go downstairs into the thing. Yes, I have seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it.
It's that good though. You can watch it again.
Stand By Me was in too.
Now I'm telling you, Kiefer, shout him out, bro. He's like I said, whenever he hits the stairs, like you know that he's got a good legacy behind him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some good solid piece of work. All right, before we bounce, is there anything else that people should be watching?
Just wanted to say, Star Trek's Picard ended. Did you watch it, Marlon?
Well, sorry, you go. I'm gonna take my headphones off in case you ruin it for me because I haven't watched
you
it.
haven't watched it, yeah.
Yeah, nah. So I forgot I was watching. That's what I was gonna say.
No, I'm
but
not even gonna spoil it. But what I'm saying, like, I don't know. Are you watching season 3 at the moment?
No, I'm on. No, I'm way at the beginning.
Bro, listen. I'll be real with you. Yeah? If you're a Star Wars fan, or you just love not Star Wars, Star Trek. Sorry, if you love Star Trek, after watching these whole 3 seasons, you don't be needed to watch season 1 and 2 at all. Just jump onto season 3 straight away. That's all you need.
Okay.
Like season 1 and 2, I don't know what they're trying to do.
Yeah, so setting up a story in it. It's
I went on
slow.
It, yeah, but I thought because I know like a lot of critics and everyone's like, no, season 3 really just fixes the whole mess of the seasons 1 and 2, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I'm watching, I'm like, still a bit of things, but the way this just wrapped it up nicely, I just thought, I was getting emotional, bro. It was nice, man. Like, so yeah, it's a fun.
He's more adult, like than the old Star Trek we used to watch. It just feels like it's for more of a mature audience, even though Star Trek was for a mature audience anyway.
I disagree. I'd say it's more for. I mean, I don't know who they're making, but I feel like Star Trek has always been for the kind of sophisticated science fiction fan.
Like, yeah, I agree. I don't know, maybe because it's now in 2023 that obviously Star Trek is mad old. It just seemed more. It just seemed
but for me, Star Trek has never been about action. It's just been about sophisticated problem solving, intelligent conversation, and just different scenarios. I'm thinking, and that was me when I was younger, and I thought I appreciated it then. So, and this one's like kind of just a bit all over the like. I think the Picard series particularly. I think I enjoyed Discovery a lot better than I thought I would. And also Strange New Worlds as well. That was really good. So yeah, hopefully, I'd say like by all means watch the seasons 1 and 2 if you want, but I say you don't need.
All right, no, cool. Because I keep falling asleep, but it's mad slow, like I said. So
bruv, you know what it is? I have to laugh at those things because, bruv, I've been there, bruv. Every time, bruv. There's certain shows that every time I'll be falling asleep in exactly the same part every time.
Yeah.
Like I hate, like you try to rewind it a little bit further back so you can like get into it. You might as well just fast forward the bit you fell asleep and you'll be all right.
Oh yeah, also watched that Power Rangers movie that came on Netflix.
Yes, I haven't seen it, but I saw you think it's all right.
Why, Merv? Why?
No, I had to, man. Look.
But is it an actual Power Rangers movie or is it like an
it feels like a long episode of the original. Okay. But do you know what it is? I think they were trying to just do like a tribute to the actress that played Trini and also Jason David Frank, like Green Ranger, Tommy the Green Ranger. But do you know what? They basically knew what they were doing. It's still the same cheesiness, still the same bad acting. Obviously, when we were younger, we appreciated it because we were younger. But it's worse. It's worse than the original. Like when it comes to the acting and things like that. And I'm just like, why did I would have preferred that they just made a documentary, like because obviously the only actors who were available were Billy and Zach, and like the newer ones like Rocky, Adam, and Kat. Was her name Kat? Yeah, her name was Kat.
Yeah. So is Zach still the Black Ranger?
Yeah, but it's weird because she was a Black Ranger. Kimberly was in it, but she wasn't. She wasn't really in it. It just had a helmet on the whole time and captured. Same as Tommy as well. Like, obviously, he couldn't be in it. They did show the tribute to like, but I just felt like no, just do a documentary because Jason wasn't in it, like, and Kimberly, the actress that played Amy Jo Johnson. No man, obviously like the two that died, obviously you can't do nothing about that. But I'm like, it's when you're making a kind of reunion, kind of comeback thing. It's just not the same when everyone's not in it.
And is it? Sorry, now I'm just being nosy. Like I watch myself. Is it Which Power Rangers is it? Which kind of Zords is it? Is it like them?
Yeah, like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, speaking of which, to make like, so it wasn't like a man in a suit this time. It was CGI in it, but it was terrible CGI, and the Megazord looked like he just got in the nuts, bro. Like so hard that his foot was just high in it. Like it seemed so weird in it. Like I thought, nah. Yeah, it's only 55 minutes. I'm like, this is just.
Oh, it's only 55 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like an episode, basically.
Yeah, it was just a long episode. Even Rita Repulsa wasn't there, but she was metal robot Rita Repulsa, so the actual actress wasn't there.
Okay.
So she said, like, I just thought, like, just do a documentary. Just do a documentary about your time, and I would have loved that instead. Like, there was no need to make this random film. But yeah.
All right. No, you know me. I'll give it a go. I'll give anything a go.
Yeah.
Not everything go. Pause.
Watch it with the kids. Show them the cheese.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Rich, Kel, you ain't here. It's episode 187.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So, peace. Anything you want to say to them, man?
Enjoy your week. Enjoy life.
Yeah. No rant this week. No rant this week, Marlon.
No, I'm good. I'm good this week. I'm good.
Marlon seems happy and smiley, man.
I'm good. All glowing I'm a little upset. Bright. Yeah, I kind of put a light up. I thought I watched Lost, but I was like, right, you can't even see me. So yeah.
All right, guys. Episode 187.
Watch Lost.
Peace. Watch.